All right, boys. All right. Day. Wait, hold up. Let me look at the calendar. October the 8th was when I posted this. That was about a week and 1 day ago from this episode that I'm gonna post. Genuinely. Let me move this ball cat. That's pissing me off. Mineral water. Quick little gulp. Genuinely, a lot has changed. And that change was definitely made for the better. Literally, these last trades that I've just been taking, signaling, because I gave it to everyone else, my analysis, and I offered it for free. No cost. Don't understand why people are not banking on it. And there's more that happened. But let's just talk about how I'm honestly doing. Like, genuinely, how I'm honestly doing is definitely a lot better than what it was like a week ago or two. Okay. And I'm going to say that because, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, blowing expresses, blowing fundeds, blowing evals, everything as a whole, we've been doing a lot better. I want to give an update on that. That's my reason for the start. I honestly don't know how to start. Just let me catch something, but yeah, one more go. So yeah, real talk. I've been doing a lot better, mentally, physically, spiritually. Financially, I can't really say it because that'd be a part of physical. Okay. It's been happening recently that was really big for me. I honestly was able to sit there and finally start actually following my trading plan. You know, the waking up at 6 a.m., just like 6:15 to get my analysis done, then, being in calls. Yeah, I'm there now, doing a lot better. Constantly the rules that I had of back testing. So we did a couple more days. Let's just update on that. Said I was gonna back test. We did a couple more days. Dude, this back testing repetition is pissing me off. Just because of how back and forth it is. By tomorrow I should get this done. I just had a wedding, so a lot of things I could not get done. But genuinely speaking, I feel mentally more stronger because I literally today was able to take a trade and just literally let the profits run. I just wanted to see what price was doing. I heard the ding, whatever, cool. I knew what I wanted. I saw the price play. I liked the objective. I liked what I was seeing. I had a lot of confidence in it. But one thing I didn't like was, the fact that it took me a whole entire week to get things together and, reset, I want to say. But the reset was meant to be. Hold on, give me a second. Watch. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we're back. Sorry, I'm gonna try to make sure I don't cut it out as much. I'm doing a lot better because I was able to take a trade today. And I sat there being able to take a trade calmly, precisely, very cleanly, and I was giving my analysis and I saw my analysis playing out a lot. And that's one thing that's honestly benefit me the most because, I'm able to constantly play it out and let it play, let it see, know the model works, I know the structure, I understand. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, I'm just saying I understand the structure. And that's what I'm happy about. But a thing that drives me insane is the fact that I couldn't do this earlier, or the fact that I'm quick to assume that now I'm ready to copy trade. I'm ready to, hop in multiple accounts, pull out those 5 mini 10K days. I don't know. That's one thing that's just been pissing me off because I know I'm not ready and I know I'm not physically ready. I know I'm not mentally ready. No, I'm not ready for that stress. I mean, I can be, but after each time that I try to say I am, I'm not ready. So that's just one big thing that's up for me. 2 days into this account, one loss of $4 to get that consistency rule. And then we also today did $14.95, so it brought us at about $54,000 balance. I'll take it. It's more than enough. Praise God. But the big thing I'm really wanting to focus on is doing just $1,000 a week. And the reason I want to focus on that is because I know I can do it in a day. So if I spread it out within a week, I know that out of worst case, I just trade 1 day of the week, or I trade 2 days of the week and 1 day's a loss and the next days I win and it gets me above over there. Or, worst out of worst case, I pull out a 1K within the week and then after, oh my gosh, dude, what is up with this camera? Give me a second. There you go. Once I pull out that 1K within a week, I sit there and I know I'm good to go, in a sense. I'm good to go. I'm ready to be focused. The goal is 1K a week, but because I know I could do that in a day, I can do that in a trade. But I'm fighting myself within 3 different balances, and by the end of the video, I'm just gonna think about it in the back of my head. Where once I make 1K, whatever I make above, or once I make 1.5K or something, then I have until 1K for that drawdown. And if I hit 1K minimum, I just call it a day. Or every single time I pull out a K, I get to reset, or just something along the lines. Because honestly, I know I can pull out $1,000 a week. I know I can. My rules, my patience is not letting me to, but my old patience, I want to say, because that was the you I was fighting, not the I. That's me. The you is the things, the actions, the ideas, the possibilities of something else you've seen. And that genuinely changes up a lot of perspective for me. I know I'm not, profitable because there's no physical proof of me winning. I've been journaling just price in general, looking at it, trade reviews, YouTube recordings. I know what I'm looking for. And I'm happy I know what I'm looking for. I got a journal. Today's price still. My to-do list for today is journal, make the psychology video, which I'm doing, do a homework assignment for another class. Then I got, getting my room ready for possibly to switch this PC back upstairs, which is okay. Then I also have just a couple more things. Just reading the Disciplined Trader. I want to get another chapter in, or 10 pages or some sort. Just want to get that, flow and mindset back in. So that's going to feel good. Probably going to go to sleep later tonight. If anything, I'll just do a quick little coffee grind. I'm willing to, push myself. Don't want to over stimulate myself, because that's when the effect of, over trading and those emotions come in, because my mind needs to be clean, focused, ready to go, not impulsive decisions, because that patience is really needed. It's just kind of one thing I'm looking at. But a really, 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 really strong thing that I've been fighting is not losing it. And losing it in a sense of, do not lose yourself. Do not lose yourself. Do not piss yourself off because you broke a rule. I know as of now, I'm made a group of guys who, every time we make a strike, we break a rule. We are one step closer to removing sensei. And I know that has no leverage towards me. I know that has no scrutiny, but it just removes it makes my dumbass look worse. you know, makes me look like a dumbass. Which I haven't broken a single rule. I mean, I've been very consistent, very strong, you know, very good. 2 trades at most. 250 stop loss. Sometimes I'll do around $500, just maximum drawdown for the day. $500 drawdown is if, you know, price is more volatile. I still want to go in the same position sizing. I'm willing to take a risk because at the end of the day, win rate's better. But one huge thing that's scaring me the most is to fall back into the same cycle. And I know I won't, and I know I can't, and I know I can't afford to lose again another couple thousand just in the same cycle for the next month. I literally, every day I log into my PC, I sometimes notice or don't. I just have like pictures of, literally, I'm just pointing at them, G-Wagons, Koenigseggs, Bentleys, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Bugattis, M3 every single time I look at my phone. Just all these nice fancy cars. And for some reason, I just didn't, like, I don't want to break my rules anymore, but I'm scared that I will and I lose control. Which is why I'm doing everything I can to avoid breaking my rules. Because I want to be on that streak. I know research tells you 60 days is the minimum amount you need to do a consistent habit to keep it as a habit within every single day. Discipline wise maybe can be more, but I know from now until 2026 I actually could make something happen, which, okay. And I know people say don't trade every single day, but for some reason, if you understand price to the T, trading every single day will make sense. It would. And I know people would like to take these crazy swings and whatnot. Dude, if I get my piece of the pie, say I got 75 points, 1,500. Dude, that's my weekly objective right there. Weekly objective, just taken out to the T. Okay, perfect. You know, I like that. I don't know, man. It's genuinely pissing me off that I can't work something out, but I know I can. It's okay. We're building something together. Like, me catching that 7,500, if I were to just hold for 25 more points, which it gave me the objective. This is exactly like my thought process all the time, which I'm fighting myself not to think like this, but I think like this. I'm like, hey, 5 minis, that could have been 10K. 5 minis, that could have been 10K. 5 minis, that could have been this. 5 minis, that could have been that. And the only reason why I say that is because back then when I was doing $13,000, $15,000 a day, $10,000 a day, I literally was looking at every single opportunity and saying, oh, I could have made 12K today. Oh, I could have made 15K. But I mentally wasn't prepared. And literally today, I was also looking back at how much photos I have on my PC of just trading. Praise God, he did not let me keep all that money, because I probably would have been in severe depression if I were to make all that money and lose it all. I probably would have killed myself, dude. Just all that mental stress and everything. You know, I thought I put myself in stress holes. God took me out of it. God gave me peace. You know, God showed me a way to trust him, and I certainly did. A lot of the times I, you know, tried to doubt it, but for a doubt of a fact, ends up going God's way, not yours. You know, ATT has been really good for me as well. It's been really exact. It's been really clean, precise. Like today I took 941. Tuesday took longs from, I think, low of day or something, or shorts. I think shorts, I want to say. Or no, I signaled shorts. Sorry. But it was a trade recap, a live stream, and I was constantly talking about price. I don't take credit to those who, you know, took it, but I tried to do my best just to apply analysis. If you took the trades that I apply analysis to, good job, you won. If you didn't, whatever, it's fine. But the biggest thing within myself is I know that I'm starting to become better within my mindset, but I want to slack off on backtesting, journaling, and reading books and all that whatnot. Something I'm going to be very clear to is I have not touched a page on the book I said I was going to read. Not one page. Actually, no, I tried doing one page and I just forgot it, and I was just like, I'll read it after. And well, look at that, a week and 1 day, and I told myself I was going to read a book, and I ended up not doing it, which I literally will do it. And I will take a picture and see how much pages I read. I wanted this psychological thing to be a talking about the discipline book, but my self-conscious decided not to do it. But I mean, at the same time, I wanted to focus on Dan's wedding, my brother, and yeah, that was something I can't avoid. It's gonna happen. I wanted to, just have him have the best time, and I was also constantly getting pulled out. I couldn't focus on studying, which I don't blame him. I should have been doing this earlier. But we're almost done with the month of January, and I want to get the month of February done by the end of next week. If not earlier, then we'll just move on to March. I just want to get this ATT ICT really cleanly done and just somewhat QT. But it's just mainly just not caring about the money. I literally know I'm not supposed to care about the money. I know I'm not supposed to care about the money. My biggest thing, like I came up to my mom today and I go, hey, Mom, I followed my rules today. Today was a good day. And she's like, what, did you make money? I was like, yeah, but I followed my rules and it was a win today because I followed my rules. She's like, Jason, did you make money? And I'm like, Mom, I followed my rules. Today was a good day. She's like, how much money you make? I was like, $14.95. And she's like, there you go. It was a good day. And I was like, no, it only was a good day because I applied my rules. I applied my, ideas of knowing when to trade, knowing when not to trade. That yesterday, I only placed a 1 second trade, lost $4 just for one micro. It like jumped somehow, and I was just trying to go in and out, and it's okay. I lost money on that, but I don't really care. It was like the smallest thing ever. And it was just showing that I only did that just for the consistency rule, but if I was on Express, I probably would have never touched it. I saw price drop a ton. It was literally money on top. People caught trades. I don't care. I wish I could, physically be like, oh my goodness, I knew the move. Like, no, I didn't. I wasn't there. I can't tell you I knew the move. I can tell you what I saw of the move, but I can't tell you that I knew the move. But yeah, like literally, just brain fog. Brain fog is what I'm scared about, because as soon as I do that, I'm gonna forget the model, forget the idea, forget the rules. And so my biggest thing is just rules of, these have been my rules. Literally, if I wake up on time and not 9:30, like today I was up in the bed, looking at price, watching everything, and then I went to my PC, hopped on call, and then was ready to go right away because I kind of saw everything. I had my levels marked out. I was looking for previous day high to get swept. Saw 9:30 play out, and I was like, okay, they're looking at 9:30. I already saw an idea for 9:30. 9:30 ends up being minor liquidity. It was an X day. We didn't fall upon the bias. It's okay. Then 9:41 printed for me. Then 9:47 would have printed again, which is something I tried to push out. Took a 75-point trade on that, which been another 100-point trade if you were to catch a rejection block. Just all these different ideas, and it really makes sense to me. But the thing that doesn't make sense to me is why did, what am I supposed to do to disconnect? And I know I'm supposed to clean out all the bad thoughts to open up the new door for the new thoughts and the good thoughts of trading. I kind of realized it was just not caring. I mean, as soon as, I'm up in the morning, 6:30, that just shows I'm not caring. And that leads me to failure of not caring to be on time. If I'm caring to be on time but not caring to make money, it's caring about the good thoughts and throwing away the bad thoughts. And the garbage gone down. I don't want to make this video long. It's probably gonna end up being 45 minutes again. Dude, if anything, I don't care if anyone watches this. I want this for me. But literally, look at price. Ask yourself what it's doing. Understand price. Let price be there for you, not for someone else. Just understand price as a whole. That's what I'm saying to myself. You know, if you wake up on time, you're doing your analysis beforehand, you have 5 minutes to just chill there and talk and just wait for price to form, wait for 9:30 ATT to form, understand if it's a X, A, M, or D day or Friday protocol. You know, Friday's probably going to retrace it to the range or retrace it within itself, or just, you know, complete the objective. It doesn't need to fudge and damn do what you say it's going to do. One quote I've been implying to me and to Eddie the most, because I said it to him a lot: look for what you see, not what you know. Look for what you see, not what you know. Because when you look for what you see the opportunities that are presented, not the opportunities that you wish were there. That's why I was able to read this ranging this week. I kept in my mind and I said, hey, Jason, last week was X. That was the first true week opening, or true month opening. This week's going to be A. I truly said that to me. The weekly profile was going to be accumulation. And I know I don't have any proof of any sort, but that's what I was thinking in my head. That's why we've seen a lot of retracements, a lot of bounce back and forth. This week's gonna be A. Tomorrow's supposed to be a manipulation. Interesting. But genuinely, I mentally wanted to just, you know, I really wanted to trade, but I was really scared of just failing. And when I say failing, I mean failing to follow my rules, failing to stay together. I think when they finally announced that, you know, I'm gonna read what someone said. I mean, like literally today, we literally were talking, and like, not gonna lie, bro. No. Sorry, I'm gonna find this real quick. But I texted on the 11th of October. I said, what's things we should apply this week? And Rio said each of us should follow our rules with no fuck ups. Win or loss, break even, doesn't matter. If you break your rules in any way, we come in here and say so, and we gotta get grilled for us doing so. And Eddie continued on to saying, any of us blow our rules more than 2 times this week, we getting kicked from Sensei. And he said deal. And ever since from there, I mean, one thing I've seen is everyone's on strike 1. Everyone. Jason, Eddie, Rio, Hustler. I haven't been on strike 1, which thank God I have not. I'm willing and working hard to do better. And if the Lord presents himself, he lets me do it. Praise God. That point being, it's so hard trying to sit there and, you know, let price play out, because I want price to do my favor. I want price to be there for me. I want price to open itself and, you know, tell me where to buy and sell, but it doesn't, and I have to identify and find those ideas. Backtesting has helped me out tremendous. Journaling my trades didn't really matter because I did YouTube videos or calls to break down, you know, days that I liked. Broke down with Eddie as well. I mean, a lot of those days. I'm going to be journaling today though, because today was a day I took the trade, and I really liked that idea. Like, I took today's trade. Today's trade was clean. I'm going to explain it, break it down, journal it, call it a day. Probably going to be up till like 11 or something. It's going to suck, but it's going to be fine. We'll figure this out. No, I'm honestly doing my goal these weeks, this until next psych lecture, is getting my, account passed properly with rules followed. Not some tilt and then somehow hold the account up and then get lucky and then, pass the account and blow it, which is what happened last time. Mm-mm. No. Um, I'm just fighting myself, man. Because I want to, finish up and get over it like this, like this, like this. Dude, if God allows, I'd be down to get an M3, but like at the same time, I'm supposed to be following my rules, but I want an M3 and driver's ed is coming up and I'm supposed to be paying for everything. Like I have money on me if, if anything goes wrong, but it's just like, I don't feel comfortable and I want to feel comfortable and I want to rush to feel comfortable. And that rushing leads to impatienceness, but, if I have rules that are holding me back, God forbid, nothing goes wrong, And I thank God that He gave me the opportunity just to read the markets for what it is and not for what I want it to be. Which is something I've been really hard just trying to apply, especially when backtesting, because backtesting has just taught me a lot in general. Like backtesting has taught me, genuinely just to look at key points, look for risk management, 2 executions. Executions are trades. Every execution you place is a trade. Top Step says it, everyone says it, it's a trade. It is not a execution, it's not a difference to a trade. So, today, 10 minis, or 10 micros, sorry, I keep on saying 10 minis, 10 micros. Threw it in the contracts, bang, hopped in, and I just waited for those ticks to go up, 300 ticks, took profits, call it a day, clean and simple trade. I think it was about a 5-minute wait time, all the way till 47, which I was okay with, I was really clean and precise with it. I mentally was just so like pissed off though because it's the idea that Eddie's on a Express account and I want to be on an Express account too. I want to be on an Express account too, but I don't have the opportunity to be on an Express account because I have not sat there and shown and proved my patience to following rules, which Lord willing I'll be there. My biggest, just God willing, I want to make money, but Lord just, drill this in me that rule following is the key idea of everything you should be doing within your core. Rules is the core to your strat, to your, what is it called? Strategy, psychology, risk management, fundamentals. You should have rules to it. Should I trade this news? Should I not trade this news? And just to you, who you are as a person, your identity, you, Jason, that. And that's kind of just been my biggest struggle, just wanting to make money. And dude, it's annoying. I know I'm following my rules, but I just am fighting myself really hard not to let go and just hold it because 60 days is how long it takes for you to hold that pattern. And I want to journal every 7 days a video just of me talking and explaining myself what's going on. What stage am I at? Because I'm not at the stage that I'm mad at myself. I'm just mad at what I could have been, but I'm not. So, I just hope to work there day by day. Yeah, I just moved to a new room. Hopefully my sleep should be better. I'm not on this little mat thing anymore, so that's great. God forbid, anything goes wrong, I have self-control. I have, I don't have mental fatigue this year, this month, and if I do, Lord willing, I identify it and grow from it because genuinely sick and tired of losing. I know I typed it out, I know I said it, but I'm saying it from my mouth because my mind is sick and tired of losing too. That's the thoughts I'm fighting. I am sick and tired of losing and I am ready to win. And the only way I will win is by following my rules. 2 trades, 250, 10 micros. If I'm not up early enough, I don't trade. That's literally the 4 rules. And then after that is just, identifying if it's an XAMD Monday or Friday. Then identifying news, structure, that type of deal. But I think definitely waking up, going to school, coming home, doing the trade recaps, journaling, doing whatever I need to do, go to sleep has just been the best cycle of repeating. I was going to say repentance for some repeating. That is just something I will never ever try to let go. And once I get out of school, I want to take out school for going to gym, going to do this and then go back just so I feel better. If anything, I'll start teaching right after a certain time. Been very strict on the 6:30 to 8 o'clock. I will place trades. I'll hold swings, but I won't place trades anymore. Just been identifying things, and I've taken note a lot of different things. Can't wait to go to cafe so I can do my weekly reviews of just any sort of issues. How the ATT play out for the week. I've been very consistent with it, praise God. But yeah, just slowly day by day, been trying my best just to, sit there and do slightly better every hour I can. 1 times 1 will always stay 1, but 1.1 or 1.01, if you're putting 1% effort every single day out of that 100, times 1 eventually will start going somewhere. You're constantly putting in 1% per day, because 1.01 times 1 is always, and again for 2 days, it's constantly multiplying, 3, 4, 5 days, it's constantly growing. You can add 1 plus 1 and you'll get 2. You'll get that same 100%, but then as soon as you start adding that 0.1, 1.01, and you constantly multiply it by, by 1, you're getting in 1% effort done. But if you multiply it by 2 within 2 days, it's constantly growing. That's the point. 2 days in, you get 2%. 4 days in, you're getting 4%. It's just constantly going like this. Somehow you're at 200% done. And it's supposed to allow. And another thing I've just been applying is trying to, look for weekly goals, not monthly goals, not yearly goals, just weekly goals, like objectives. Because as soon as I have weekly goals, I'm starting to feel a lot better. I'm not waiting for the month, and I'm not like, oh shoot, I should have done this a month ago. I'm just kind of like, hey, this week I'm more focused on passing an account. Next week I'm more focused on this. This week I'm more focused on, it's a constant cycle of keep on going. That's it. Just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Rio's video helped me out a lot too, just with understanding, price action, just looking at it and, back testing. So I'm going to read the book today. I just remember this. Rio, this is a sorry to you. That psychology I was supposed to write down, I did not end up writing down, and I will take full 100% accountability. I was lazy. I did not want it that bad. So today, or tomorrow, I'm gonna get that psych done so I can write it all out. I'm gonna get that reading done today. I'm gonna get that journaling done today. I will post my journaling in Master J as well. Just trade recap. Even though I made the call, I don't care. I'm still journal it just for me. It shouldn't be too long, I hope. Just talk about concepts and key points and risk management and psych. My casual. And then I'm probably not gonna put screenshots of all the charts. I'm just gonna do everything else that I do. But yeah, the whole type of idea that I want to implant, it's very aggressive, and over time I want to look into the way that, you know, my mind works. I'm constantly taking notes. You know, I constantly learn to drink coffee after instead of before, so I don't constantly feel like, oh, I need to do something, or drink coffee mid thing, because then I'm not on my PC, and if something happens, I'm not focused. I'm constantly getting distracted. My phone is being less touched, and if it is, it's only for Discord, and a lot of times I'm looking at Mr. Witness, Axel, those two guys. You know, I'm kind of, I want to move my PC, but I'm in an area where, you know, Wi-Fi isn't the best at my house because it's, you know, it's like in the middle and I'm at the farthest corner of the house. But I like it the fact that, you know, I have a window that's open. The whole room over here, that door is sealed. Close the blinds, open the blinds, you know, circulation, everything's good. I have my PC right here in the corner, and it feels good that I'm able just to sit there, just calmly, just literally just sit there, journal, talk to myself. You know, I just changed this chair again. I was having that Metapune chair because, well, I know I talked about it, but I did it again, switch, because I wanted to hold that posture still. You know, I don't want to look like this, something retarded. I wanted to constantly hold that posture so I can, you know, stay good, stay looking good within myself, so that I appreciate myself. But yeah, honestly, like, journaling, back testing has just been a huge help. Even though I haven't really journaled, I've been doing a lot of trade recaps. I might call it journaling trade recaps. But one thing that's really helped me out a lot the most is definitely back testing, and definitely just talking to others and just being able just to be that light. And that's one thing I really like the most. But honestly, boys, this is it. New goals. You know, I'm probably gonna do the 1.5K back to 1K, which I will probably look at. If that doesn't end up going well, I will do the 1K, call it a week, 1K, call it a week, 1K, call it a week, just to secure a payout. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I have to make $53,000 just to secure a $52,000 payout. And I have to just, you know, do it consistently. That's kind of what I know. But yeah. I'm sorry, I'm really tired, boys. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Peace.